So Luna found Dr. Simi last night, and now he's a little linty. Dr. Simi, hey, say hello to everyone. Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Simi and I doing Coffee and Headlines this morning. It's a pleasure to meet you today, to see you today. It is Thursday, August 24th. It is Music Appreciation Day for me. I am excited. I am ready to say goodbye to everyone and anyone that chooses to join me this afternoon. How are you doing? How are you doing? It is warm here, but it is good. It's a good day to be here. And of course, it's a good day to welcome those of you that are watching live for the first time. If that is your case, feel free to let us know, and we'll be so very happy to give you a nice little welcome. If you are watching later on today on YouTube, remember that we appreciate your subscription, we appreciate your like, and we appreciate your company. Today, as always, we have all kinds of interesting news. Actually, today we do have a lot of interesting news, so I'm excited about that. But before that, our dear friend Angelica, who watches on a regular basis, is looking for help. Apparently, she's bought a ticket to come back from Canada at a time in which she doesn't want to lose a ticket, but unfortunately, there are pet restrictions, and she's not able to travel with her doggy. So if anybody can help Angelica, I want to make sure that you reach out to her. She's always here. Angelica, feel free to mention this. Feel free to mention this as many times as you can, and hopefully you will find some help here at the cluster, and you will find a pet angel that can help you out. Betsy Ann, you piqued my curiosity. We haven't even started, and I already see a queue. Want to attend Music Appreciation tonight, but that's impossible. Why is it impossible? I hope you're doing okay. Do let me know if that is the case. So, as you noticed, Betsy Ann used a capital letter Q, which makes it easier for me to find comments you may have that are directed to me, or comments in which you would like some kind of a reaction. I think we're good. Let's get started with the news and see what's going on out there. And I'm going to start with this one. If you are out of town, or if you don't drive too much, you may have not yet noticed that the Libramiento is getting repaved. And the beautiful thing is that the city is conducting the work only from 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. to minimize traffic problems. Wouldn't it be nice if they did all their work like that? That way, we would all be able to get from one point of the city to the other swiftly. Because that's not all. The work to improve this northbound Medina Asensio lateral continues where it left off, moving south in front of Plaza Caracol and all the way to where the IMSS clinic is located. Now, the article that I'm referencing here says that this work will take 4 months to complete, but I'm not entirely sure if this means that only this stretch will take 4 months or whether the entire project will take 4 months. What I do know is that traffic heading north along Puerto Vallarta's most important throughway will continue to be interesting until the whole thing is completed. This one made me a little sad. During my tenure with Vallarta Lifestyles, we did a lot of work with the Vallarta Yacht Club located in Nuevo Nayarit. So I was bummed out to learn this morning that they are moving after being at their facility for over 2 decades due to the ongoing property disputes going on in Nayarit with the Nayarit government. You can read more about this facility in the article, which is in English. It comes from Banderas News. And in case you're not familiar with the Vallarta Yacht Club, it is a nonprofit organization dedicated to continuing to supporting Banderas Bay aquatic activities, bringing world-class sailing competitions to Mexico, but also supporting the community through youth sailing programs and other events that benefit the Banderas Bay community. I'm not entirely sure where they're moving to, but I certainly hope that this is going to be a good change for the organization. And of course, CEAPAL has been spending the last 2 days announcing left and right on social media and the local press that all the water shortage related woes are over. But that is not enough for some neighborhoods who claim that even if that was the case, there have been too many broken promises. So there will be another march tomorrow, apparently. There are no details available as of yet as to whether it's going to happen in town or elsewhere or what time, but do know that traffic might be complicated near City Hall. If there are any updates published this afternoon or tonight, I'll post them to the Facebook page. And of course, if there's a follow-up, we'll talk about this tomorrow morning. Now, let's move on to the weather forecast just to see what's going on out there. I know there are storms that are brewing in the Pacific that could become tropical storms, but I don't think we're ready to announce that. Snarky Weather says, sure, it's raining. What the frack are you going to do about it? Well, it's not raining outside of my house. I see the sun shining. And right now we are enjoying 31 degrees. We have high humidity at 82%. And our temperature in Fahrenheit degrees is 87. The weather forecast for today says we're going to get scattered thunderstorms throughout the day with a chance of rain of 43%, a high temperature of 33, and a low temperature of 26. Tomorrow, Friday, we will have rain in the morning with thunderstorms in the afternoon, a chance of rain of 56%, a high of 32, and a low of 26. And then Saturday, we're going to have scattered thunderstorms possible through the day, a chance of rain of 82%, so it will be raining on Saturday most likely, a high temperature of 32, and a low temperature of 25. And that's what we have to report. But I do have a couple of things that caught my attention this morning. The first one made me laugh. How many times have you ever ordered a slice of cake at a local restaurant only to find that it is familiar cake, as in you may have ordered the same cake elsewhere? I know it happens a lot here in Puerto Vallarta, and it happens a lot at Costco. So this news item about Costco going against cake resellers is not about the local Costco, at least not yet. But if this is a nationwide policy or trend, things will get interested. So it was reported that a Costco branch near Mexico City is trying to cut down on cake resellers by limiting the number of cakes and flan that you can buy on each trip. What do you think of this? Please share your comments in the show notes. Please share your comments and we'll take a look at them in a second. The news has apparently divided opinions online. This has happened to me. Every now and then I will order a slice of cake, and it tastes all too familiar. Or then sometimes when you go to a small cafe, or even people selling food out on the street, sometimes I see slices of cake and I'm like, well, that looks a little familiar. What I find interesting about that news item is that, Costco doesn't frown on the number of anything else that you buy. Not that I know of. I mean, I know a lot of friends that make regular daily or weekly runs to Costco to buy all kinds of chingaderas. So why would this particular Costco limit the number of cakes you can buy? It's a mystery to me. But the good thing is that there's plenty of cake here in Puerto Vallarta, not only from Costco, but also from other sources. And we've talked about one particular one a couple of times in the last few days. Anyhow, I thought you might be curious about that, and I'll be looking at your comments when we get to the comment section. And the last thing that I want to share is definitely not for me, but you might be able to benefit from it. There's this website called makeuseof.com, and it is a how-to website that I visit on a regular basis, as it provides tutorials on many technology and internet-related topics. And while this is not for me, I think some of you may find this article useful. 8 best free websites to learn Spanish. So we'll share that in the show notes. I took a quick peek in the article and saw that Duolingo appears as the number one choice. And I know I have some friends that are regular Duolingers. So if you want to take a look at this, this will be included in the show notes. I also wanted to remind you that there's this fundraiser for Toys for Tots coming up at Casa Karma on August 26th. This is this coming weekend on Saturday. And of course, then on Monday, we're going to have this free concert at the Malecón by the Nuevo Tecalitlan Mariachi. And again, I want to remind you that this is one of the finest mariachi ensembles in the country. So this could be a good thing to attend if the weather cooperates. And that is Coffee and Headlines for today. Let us take a quick look at your comments, or not so quick. I'm not in a hurry. Let's see what your comments are like today and see what you guys are up to. I see good mornings and I see good afternoon. Good afternoon, David. David has the monopoly on good afternoons. We don't get good afternoons from other East Coasters, but I love it. Let's see what we have. Pudim pum pim pum pim. Luisa says, I need a Dr. Simi. I will find you a Dr. Simi and I will get one for you, my dear friend. Don't worry. Let's see. Oh, this one from Muffin doesn't have a Q, but it's worth reading. Thank you, everyone, checking in on me and offering to help where they can. I'm actually in an Uber heading over to sit in my air-conditioned office this morning just to start getting back into the swing of things and starting with basic Tai Chi movements to get the arm back in shape. I know that Muffin is doing better because we're going to the movies tomorrow, so it is a good thing. But we love you, Logan, and we are happy that you're doing better. Let's see. I see a counter. Dave Miller says 48 days until arriving for 5 months. This makes our 19th year there. I love it. Best song for asking for a pilon, a free shot through the heart, and You're to Blame by Bon Jovi. Good luck with your presentation tonight. Thank you very much, Gary. That sounds like an interesting topic for an upcoming music presentation. The best songs for getting a free shot. Maybe it'll fly, maybe not. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Let's see what we have. Claude says, thank you to our angels for providing us with a soft landing at home. Chico misses his uncle. Well, I think now that the cat's out of the bag, we might as well say that the dear friends that I was picking up at the airport the other day, well, my friend Lars and I went and picked up Claudio and Lucas at the airport Lars had been looking after their home, and I have been in touch and being a part of that whole operation. It just felt good to do something nice for dear friends. Doesn't that feel good whenever you do something special for your friends? I love it. How about when you sit down at a restaurant and they bring you a basket of those wholesale dinner rolls? Well, I mean, now that we're unraveling this, Logan, I think it's amusing and sometimes creative and sometimes not so much what local restaurants are able to do when it comes to transforming the things that you can find at Costco and that get repurposed at people's restaurants. Sometimes I think restaurants are absolutely creative, other times not so much. But as a general rule, I've tried to become less and less of a restaurant complainer. I'm just more of an observer. But you are absolutely right. Those dinner rolls seem to be everywhere around town when it comes down to it. Chris says you can have your cake and eat it too. You know, my problem with cake is I love cake. I just really, really love cake. And it's a good thing that Pavlova has slices on Friday because then you don't have to get that much cake out there. Claude gets snarky and says, so Costco should also control the amount of alcohol you buy for resale. Well, it's an interesting thing, Claude. I don't see, I would like to think that Costco is there to make money, so they shouldn't care what they sell or who they sell to, but that's just my very, very ignorant opinion. I don't know. I don't know the dynamics of that business, but I think it's absolutely interesting. And speaking of bakers, hello, Bill. It's great to see you. Time for me to start my Duolingo again. I'm fortunate to have 8 employees to help this gringo learn to speak the language. I will say that Bill posted some fascinating photographs of his bakery. He's gotten new ovens. So I feel really, really excited. I hope this improves your operation. I'm looking forward to seeing what? Oh, wow. Okay, we'll get to that in a second. I'm looking forward to seeing your kitchen again with the new stoves or ovens or whatever you call them installed. Let's do a walking tour of that. And Mark corrects me. See, this is unfortunate because I had no idea that this Toys for Tots benefit has been postponed. I was just going with a news item that I had saved. But there you have it. So there's no Toys for Tots fundraiser this weekend. Let's see what else we have. Doody-doody-doo. The baker has spoken. No comment on Costco dinner rolls. Let me ask you something, Bill. Is it a matter of price? Because, and I know we don't need to get into this with much depth right now, but Puerto Vallarta has no shortage of fine bakeries, Bill's Bakery included, obviously. So I would imagine that it may be convenient for a restaurant to just go shopping at one point, but I know that Bill offers delivery, and I know that Bill offers that you offer delivery to many different places. So I'm curious about why restaurants might gravitate to the Costco stuff and not go for other things that or other sources that could provide better quality items. Again, there's no need to get into this right now, but I am just curious about that. So, just in case anybody comments on that, I'm going to stick around for a few seconds and let you know that I am so excited about today's presentation. That's all I'm going to say because I've talked about it before. And I'm excited about Promo Prodigy this coming week. There have to be some nonprofits out there, some artists out there that are looking to improve their message online when they create events. So hopefully it will be well attended. You find information about all these things in the show notes that I publish every single day. And I think this is basically it. Um, and Bill says, yes, partially a matter of price. Many businesses don't realize how many types of products we offer. Well, Bill, let's get together. Let's get together. If I'm sure that folks would like to see what's new at your bakery. So let's get together this coming week and do a little something, because I think people should know all the wonderful things that you're doing, and that's a Paco promise. Let's make it happen this week. In the meantime, I want to thank you all for keeping me company, and I hope to see you again sometime soon. Have a great day.